I'm back. Okay, so this time I have a guest. This is just for you, Cynthia, since you requested him. For those of you who do not know, this is my son, Danny. Yes, I said son. We'll get into all that. That's a whole nother video. Okay, so we are reviewing Housewives of Atlanta Season 7 Reunion Part 2. We're going to go right into it. We're going to go to Nene and Kenya and the charity argument about the $20,000 check. I'm going to let you get your opinion first, so you go right ahead.
Well, Kenya had valid points, but Nene had valid points also. I don't think Nene was gonna give money regardless, because Nene is a rich bitch and she's trying to stay a rich bitch. So she's not about to give $20,000 for one. She don't want to do nothing with Kenya. She don't want to be in the same room with Kenya and breathe with Kenya. So why the fuck she'll give a charity that Kenya gave to? So she about to get him the money at all. And we said when she get ready, she ain't never gonna get ready.
I agree with that one. I agree. I think Nene has the money. She's just never gonna. I don't think Nene ever gonna get that woman anything. Only because it's Kenya. If it was Candy, she don't like Candy, but she'll give it to Candy. If it was Cynthia, Claudia, Porsha, Phaedra, I think she'll give it. But this woman got such a big hate for Kenya. Them people ain't never gonna see that money. Rich bitch, poor bitch, medium rich bitch. I don't know. She never gonna give her that money.
So thank you, Kenya.
So yeah, Kenya did have some points, but also we know that she does not like Kenya. Nene doesn't like Kenya, so I don't think she'll ever get the money. So I think that was just a waste of time or whatever. Now, Phaedra and Cynthia was probably one of my favorite parts of the reunion. Win a case. Phaedra says that Cynthia does the plus size modeling, and she knows because her mother shops at a plus size modeling. First, she just calls your mama fat. And so that's one against your mama. But then Cynthia said, I made a lot of money plus size modeling. I'm glad your mother can afford some of the clothes. Win a case. I don't like Cynthia. I'm gonna put that out there right in there. I don't think she's built for this show, but she did good in that particular instance. I still don't think if I had to pick, if they gave me one cast member besides Dumbhole to get rid of, it would be Cynthia. So how did you feel about Cynthia and Phaedra's little tit for tat? But they read each other though. But okay,
they really did. I don't like Cynthia. I can't stand that hoe. I don't, because this is my thing. You done had so many seasons to get a backbone and to be that top notch bitch and have something to say, and now you see your storyline is shortened because your husband can't keep a business open. For nothing.
Bar none.
Shade. Now you want to, pick off everybody else's shade tree and try to become something. No, you if you want to be a spineless, stick to being spineless the whole season. Don't try to switch it up now, because then, but now you just like a bully.
Yeah, I feel like she's very fake in her her confidence in speaking up. I don't feel like it's really her being confident. I think she just knows Peter ain't got no money. The little money she got, Peter is spending it, so she's like, this show is probably my biggest way to pay my light bill. So I feel like Cynthia, that's why she's doing it. Not saying I didn't enjoy her telling Phaedra to win a case. I enjoyed that part. They went at each other, but I don't.
They should have called my girl Sheree though. Sheree, did she win your case?
Still. Right. Let's move on from Chateau Sheree. My next one, I wrote this down because I want to get all this in. Candy and Phaedra.
Okay.
I'll have to say first of all, I feel like, I said this when I was watching the reunion, I feel like Phaedra's a sociopath, meaning Phaedra's about me. Candy started crying and gave all these examples of when Phaedra wasn't there for her, and she was saying how she canceled everything to go to Alabama to see Phaedra graduate. All this, Candy's crying. Phaedra's just not an emotional person. I understand. She's not a cry at the drop of a hat like Candy is. But I feel like Candy went through all this, and Phaedra was still like, but I feel like you were not there for me. And I feel like you weren't doing what blah, 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 for me. Me. All I heard was the whole time Phaedra was saying me. I feel like from watching season 3 when Phaedra first came on, Nene didn't like Phaedra. That's why Phaedra didn't like Nene. I feel like Phaedra got what she's wanted all these years, which is to be under Nene's ass. I really do. Because now that she's under Nene's ass, she gives zero fucks about Kenya, Claudia, Cynthia, or Candy. And she tolerates Porsha because Nene likes Porsha. Well, Nene tolerates Porsha. Side note, Portia's dumb. But that's why I feel like Phaedra's true motive was to get in cahoots with Nene. And now that she has that, I feel like she'll run through anybody else on the show as long as she still got Nene. But you know, your turn.
Notice that wing that Kenya had on Nene ass? Phaedra has written it.
Yes.
That's what she had. And the thing with Candy, I'm on Team Candy. So I'm on Team Candy. Because just because you're friends don't mean you need to talk every day.
That's
don't
correct.
mean you don't need to be in each other's ass
Crazy.
every day. People need their space, because if you don't get your space, then tensions become. And Phaedra is sociopath, because if it was me and that bitch, I was like, bitch, I got a life, I got a husband, and my mom and my husband don't get along, so that's my first things first. Your mom and your husband don't talk because your husband about to go be somebody's bitch. So you need to be focused on your kids instead of focusing on our friendship. And that's what I'm just saying. Why you try to see this, that, and third? I'm just. There's other things you need to be worried about, baby, than a friendship.
I agree. And can I say, I agree with Candy when they say, why do you'll check, Porsha or Phaedra, but you want to check your mother? I agree with Candy when she was like, of course I'm not going to treat them like I'm treating my mother. Who the fuck treats their mother the same way they treat their friends? That's stupid. My mama could come up in here, I could be having a party, and one of my friends would come in here and be like, oh my goodness, get up, I want to sit here. I'd be like, no bitch, this ain't your house. If my mother comes in here and say, get up, I need to sit there. Okay bitch, you need to get up because my mama want to sit there. You're not going to treat your friends the same way you treat your mother. I don't know anybody who does that. If that's how Phaedra and Porsha roll, then they ain't shit. But
Kardashians treat their mama.
Thank you, and I agree with Candace. Say from now on, if somebody asks about my mother, skip, cause now it's irrelevant at this point. Nobody's gonna treat their mother the way they treat. I don't care if it's your best friend. You're still not gonna treat your best friend the way you treat your mother. I think that is the dumbest thing in the world. I have to say this once again before I move on. Portia's dumb. Okay, next. So the husbands, Greg and Todd came out and they brought Cynthia's wife, Patricia. Now, I said this last video, and I said this video. They should give Peter the peach and Cynthia be the spouse, because he seems to be her reason, or her main reason for being on the show. He says because Peter brings the drama if he wants to.
He said, I'm gonna stay with the fuck I want.
Exactly. And I wish Cynthia would take that attitude sometimes. Like, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want. If you don't like it, fuck you. I wish she would say that. I wish she would, but
Cynthia gives me, she apologizes a lot when the cameras go off. On camera she this boss bitch, but when the cameras go off, I really didn't mean to say that.
Yeah.
She gives me that, but Peter is like, I'm gonna stay what the fuck I want. Like when he came for Nene throat, he said, Nene, you always got something to say. You got something to say now?
Now when Nene was like nothing, I feel like they don't want to go against Peter because Cynthia may be weak and won't say certain things, but I feel like since Nene and Cynthia were friends and the two couples hung out, I feel like Peter knows some things. So if they really piss Peter off, Peter might say something about Nene, and Nene's not ready to deal with it. Same thing with Phaedra. I don't think she'll say anything against Peter. She's not stupid. I'm sure Apollo has said something that he was saying. Porsha, she's not intelligent enough to go against Peter.
And I feel like Porsha can really dig deep if she actually stop and think what the fuck she's saying. Cause she gonna say, she was going at it with somebody. She gonna say, it was my opinion, but I didn't have an opinion. What the fuck?
You can't have an opinion. And say, I don't have an opinion.
What? Only thing she got going is that gold naked hair. Cause I think that's I don't think there's a brand, and I've been pushing for Porsha because I'm like, Porsha, you gotta hold on, because you got your little street cred from dragging that bitch kid. Because I know everybody wanted to do that.
That whole dumb.
Everybody wanted to do that, but you just. I'm rooting for you, Porsha.
I'm glad somebody rooting for you because I'm
rooting for you, Porsha.
I'm rooting for you to go to school. That's what I'm rooting for.
I blame your wife, your ex-husband, for doing that to you.
I actually like the fact. Well, I was never a big Cordell fan. He was controlling to me, but it's weird because when Porsha came on, she's like, I would never go in a strip club, and I can't believe people who go in strip clubs, they have no self-worth. Now this bitch dressing like a stripper on a daily basis, twerking and whatever, and
Queen
doing
of
all this shit. Yeah, thank you. But so I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like the married Porsha was the fake putting on for the cameras Porsha, and this Porsha, she really a hoe. Dumb hoe, that's what I call her. She a stupid hoe.
I'm rooting for you, girl.
Also, when she said, I'm glad somebody see that bitch. I wish I could not see her. I wish she could not be on the show, but I'm glad somebody see that hoe. Mr. Chocolate. I don't know what Mr. Chocolate is. I personally, if my man had did all this shit, committed all these crimes, and I got 2 kids, and you go to jail for 8 years, I have a Mr. Chocolate, a Mr. White Chocolate, a Mr. Vanilla, Mr. Strawberry, Mr. Caramel. I would have all these chocolates, caramel. I would have all 32 flavors of that bootylicious bubble gum. I really would. Because I'm like, bitch, you did that, you wouldn't think about me, so I'm gonna do me and not think about you. So I kinda wish Phaedra would be like, fuck it, yeah, I got a chocolate, that's your point. Maybe you should get you some chocolate, you wouldn't be worried about what's going on over here in this candy stuff. But that, you know, Phaedra's got a role, she's a Southern Belle.
Southern Belle, we always knew that with
Kenya and Phaedra and these text messages. Let me tell you something. I'm sick of these text messages. These text messages argument been going on since season 5. That was like 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago. I'm so over the text message. Okay, he admitted Kenya did not suck his dick. Although if he would have whipped it out, she probably did. But he admitted Kenya did not suck his dick. She did not ask to suck his dick or whatever. He admitted that it was innocent text messages. Whatever. I don't understand these bitches with these text messages. I'm the type.
I'm gonna call your ass.
I can't stand to do shit and it ain't on the show. If it ain't on the show, don't talk about it. Because if it's not on the show, I can't get on whose side I'm on. I can't get a good definition of what happened. All I get is this message, this message. I didn't know you could falsify text messages.
You can. Wait, sidebar. I don't believe Apollo. Because he needs a storyline just as well as Phaedra and everybody else needs a storyline. There are ways to falsify text messages. You know how you text your damn self. I've done it. You text your damn self. You text if you want to get out of something, you text your damn self. You put your number in a little space bar and you text yourself, and boom, it's like a regular conversation. Boom, because you notice it wasn't no dates or times on that piece of paper that he's showing. He texts his damn self, went to Todd and Candy, knowing he was gonna get back to that. He texts his damn self. That's what he did.
You sent yourself text message.
But he texts his damn self.
He just took my whole thought away.
He texts his damn self.
What was on my list? Oh, Kenya and Nene. Now this is more against Phaedra because this bitch dumb. Okay, so I want you to point out what I say. So Kenya's saying all this shit. Nene was flirting with Peter, which is true. They used to flirt. It wasn't like they was fucking or wanted to do anything. They just had a flirtatious relationship. But anyway, she was like, Nene was flirting with Peter, and here come Nene, bitch. Hold up, you're not about to disrespect me and my husband. And Kenya was like, I just did. Now, this is Nene. You're not about to disrespect me and my husband. This ain't Phaedra. Boop. You can't disrespect us. You can do it to Phaedra and Apollo. Boop. Now this whole time, who stayed silent? Phaedra. Now bitch, she telling your enemy disrespect her. Don't disrespect me. You're not gonna say nothing. You're not gonna box her ass one good time like, I understand you mad at her and you don't like her, but you ain't gotta throw me under the bus. That just proves, once again,
you renovating that spot that Cynthia had up in Nene's ass. Cause if there was anybody else that you would have came for, no bitch, she can't disrespect me and my husband either, regardless of what we going through. That bitch better shut up and stay silent, cause she even got no damn husband. She still, like how Phaedra said it, you still bounce around sperm banks trying to find you a baby daddy.
So I mean,
what was that Phaedra?
Cause she's a dumb duck. She wants to be under Nene's ass, and it proves Nene is nobody's friend. You see, it took Nene literally 2.5 seconds to throw Phaedra under the bus and be like, no, she disrespect Phaedra and Apollo. She
ran that bitch over.
But you not about to disrespect me. And not once did she catch herself and say, oh, I just said that. And not once did Phaedra say,
oh, she said that.
She said, nobody said, like nobody thought, ain't y'all supposed to be friends?
But you can disrespect.
She could just, okay. I didn't know that's like after should work, but if that's cool for you, you know, it ain't for me, but it's cool for you.
That shit ain't cool.
This is something, before I end this, this is something that I saw on an interview. I was watching Nene, I think she was on The View or the Real. She was on the something. She was saying, Andy was, no, one of the, Watch What Happens Live. That show, I barely watch it. It gotta be one of the Atlanta Housewives on there. She caller asked who would she get rid of if she had the chance, and she was like all the single women because it's called the Real Housewives, hence marriage or whatever. This is my once again. I think thought Porsha doesn't. Porsha dumb. Porsha's single, and Porsha on her Instagram agreed with Nene. Porsha, you're single. Ultimately, she's saying you should be fired as well. Stupid. I understand she was saying Kenya because she doesn't have anybody. Claudia doesn't have anybody.
She didn't have everybody.
I don't know about Phaedra.
Allegedly.
Phaedra barely got. I don't know about Phaedra. But of course Porsha. And Porsha's I don't think Porsha thought about it. That's like her infamous line about a peach. What did she say about a peach check? They said if you had a peach Porsha, what would you say?
I might have a peach, but I got a peach check. Bitch, if you would have had a peach,
then that would have made no sense.
That's why she makes it so hard
to ride for her. That's why I got off the bus when that bitch said.
It's like the only thing I'm riding for is like go nigga hell.
65 days a year, I was off the bus when that bitch said, "Oh, is the Underground Railroad like it's not an electric railroad like we got now?" Okay, then I ran away from the bus. Then when that bitch told Kenya I took the Spectre instead of Scepter, I was like, I'm really getting off the bus. You know,
this shit might be contagious.
I got in the cab, and when this bitch said I might not have a peach, but I got a peach check. That's her line for if she had a peach. That she might not have a peach, but she got a peach check. I drove off in the cab, and I never looked back because the bitch is stupid. I don't understand how she got fans. It must be her looks because it ain't no brain. It's gotta be her.
It is.
And see, if Porsha looked like Phaedra, she wouldn't have no fans because you know Phaedra look like a fucking frog. Y'all know what I told y'all about Phaedra eyes. Y'all know what I told you. You can't see that bitch eyes because she all that fat is just like just closing her eyes. And yes, she got her titties done because Phaedra had no titties when she came on this show. All of a sudden, this bitch has plumped up. That ain't from pregnancy. Them titties would have deflated by then. But anyway, yeah, she said she would remove all of the single women. That would leave Nene, Cynthia, Candy, and Phaedra.
And there would be no drama.
I don't think there'd be too much drama. Like, love her or hate her, Kenya does what she came to do, which is piss people off and get them talking.
And
even Porsha, even Porsha piss people off, me, and get them talking. Even Claudia, messy ass, pisses people off and get them talking with her nasty feet looking ass. So I think, and also if you go back and watch The Real Housewives of Orange County, there was always a single woman on the show. And if you go back to Desperate Housewives, which is what it's based off of, there was always a single woman. Like the show started off and Susan was single, Edie was single. So you can't say
Edie Britt, baby.
Yeah, you can't say okay if it says Housewives, there's not. You should be Housewives. Devious Mays wasn't the main character, wasn't even a maid. So I mean, you can't take the title seriously, you know. So I think Nene she got a little bit too big for her britches because if I recall one time at one point Nene was on the show and she was divorced. So whether they got remarried or not, she still was divorced. So she's saying she should have lost her job once she got a divorce. I don't know. I don't think they really think before they speak. But my final thought on this is Porsha's dumb. You can have your final thought, but that was mine. She's dumb.
My final thought, Phaedra won the case.
And that is it for tonight, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.